Okay, time for the next 4 days of the Whiskey Advent Calendar. We're going to have days 5, 6, 7, and 8 in this video. Hope you like the first 4. Let's get started. Okay, so number 5 is from a distillery called Redemption. This is the Redemption Wheated Bourbon. This is actually my first wheated bourbon ever that I've ever had. This distillery, I think, is based in Connecticut, so that's kind of cool. This is 96% proof, 48% alcohol. This is a straight bourbon, so it's 4 years. And the mash bill is 51% corn, 45% winter wheat, and 4% malted barley. There is no rye in this mash bill, which, according to Flaviar and my own research, most wheated bourbons have a little bit of rye in there as well. So this is like not normal. So I'm very excited about this. My first wheated bourbon. Let's give it a nose. That's really nice. That is like a caramel toffee right off top of the bat there. The little bit of, I think I might call that ginger. Maybe a little bit of coffee too. So wow, that's kind of like a it's a very sweet nose. Very inviting. It makes you want to drink it, so let's do it. Definitely get the wheat right there. Definitely very wheaty and very spicy. Wow, it's really like, it really pops on your tongue. That wakes you up. I mean, it's only 48% alcohol, but the light spice, it's not like it's like spicy hot or like it's not rye spice, obviously. It's just really like poppy. I don't know how else to describe it. It's really pops in your mouth. That's nice. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call that 2 zips in a row, some pepper, but there's like a refreshing mint going down on the back of my tongue as it's going down my throat right before the finish hits. It's a really, really nice, that's where the refreshing stuff comes in too. Wow, it's really minty. Definitely getting some little bit more toffee on the palate as well. This is a really good whiskey, and I found the price. It was $52. So whenever I said that most were going to be under 40, I was wrong. Get used to that. I am stupid. But good bottle. I think if I found this outside in the real world, I would probably buy it. Okay, number 6. This is a Japanese whiskey, American style as they call it. I'm going to say this wrong and I apologize ahead of time. But this is the EY 45 whiskey from the Mars Shinshu distillery. So, the American style means that they're using a mash bill of 75% corn and 25% malted barley. The difference in the uniqueness that makes it Japanese style is the distillery sits 2,600 feet above sea level, and just the different Japanese distilling techniques makes it like their Japanese stuff. So, this is, let me check my paper, 90 proof, 45% alcohol. So, let's see what we get. I'm getting a lot of apples and pears lately, but there's some butterscotch. So butterscotch, apples, and pears. I think the wife might like a lot of these. Maybe we'll get her in on a video and do like all 24 at once. What do you think? Yeah, definitely some vanilla butterscotch. I definitely get pears and apples. Definitely light on that nose. I haven't really had a nose I've hated yet, which is really cool. I found the price of this, by the way. It is $39. Definitely not bad. Let's give it a taste. Okay. That is nutty. I'm actually gonna call that grape nuts. Maybe almost tastes like a Highland. Definitely some corn. Very, very smooth, actually. Very smooth. Yeah, that one was actually a little bit spicy. But this is a pretty nice whiskey for what a full bottle would be, $39. That's pretty good. I haven't had a bottle in this advent calendar that I've hated, which is a good sign. I think they know how to curate some whiskeys. But that was number 6. Okay, so number 7 comes from Missouri, from a distillery called J. Rieger & Co. This is the Kansas City whiskey. This is according to my paper, this is a blended whiskey of at least 4 years in the blend with what Flaviar puts a little dab of 15-year-old Oloroso sherry. So I'm very excited to get some Oloroso sherry sweetness in this nose and this palate. It is 92 proof and 46% alcohol. So, and actually, before I nose it, $41. So another good on the value price range. So very corny, not yeah, that's very corny. But once you get through the corn, kind of like a rich caramel, almost like you just drizzled caramel on top of the corn. That's actually a good flavor combination. It makes me think of like a less sweet Old Forester 1920 smell. Seriously, because that is one of the best notes. Ooh, there's some brown sugar right there. It's crazy how many different flavors you get when you move your nose and move the glass. It's a fun process. Yeah, that's incredibly sweet, actually. I think that sherry's coming through. Let's see what the palate says. Still corn, still some grains, and I think there's some underlying chocolate. Yeah. Ooh, there's some underlying chocolate. Man, this is one of those ones where you want to try and just let, as the Scotch brother says, a session dram, just let it sit, let the oxygen hit it, let some more flavors come out, but we're recording this quick, so. Yeah, that sherry, this is a nice, really rich chocolate, some corn and grain. Oh man, and the 46% is hitting just right. It was a little rainy and crappy outside. This really like warms the soul, but it's very smooth. Oh man, and that finish, I haven't been talking about finishes, I know, because some haven't been that great, but this is a really nice warm vanilla. Just keep getting that off your tongue for the next 2-3 minutes even. Finish. Really nice finish. So that was number 7. So whiskey 8 is an Irish whiskey. It's a blend. Now, there's a lot of things to get through with this. Now, the way Flaviar puts their stuff on their site for me to look at with the Advent Calendar, there's so many names of things. I'm not quite sure the distillery, so I'll put it on the screen once I find it. But anyway, this is called 2 Stacks Blender's Cut. This is cask strength. So, right out of the barrel, boom, put it in here. But it's a blend of what they call 5 juices, but it's 5 whiskeys with a mix of malted and pot still Irish whiskeys. So this is 130 proof. This is 65% alcohol. I think this is one of the highest alcohol content whiskeys I've ever had. It's just funny because the Irishes that I've had are like 40% because they're all double distilled. So this is actually $65 as well. So the highest on the calendar so far. I'm actually excited because I mean it's gonna probably rock my socks, but that is a crazy smell. It's kind of like, okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but go with me. This is like a tangy grass. So imagine you just like stomp a pineapple into the grass. Okay, does that make any sense to anybody? Like that's what I'm getting out of this. It's like, it kind of smells like grass, and then there's some tang just like hits your nose with a little bit of peat and a little bit of honey. It's a very interesting flavor combo. I hope the palate's good, because that is a really, really crazy nose. Almost as crazy as the Island Scotch I've had. Wow, that is 65%. That is very, very, that's a pepper. Definitely getting hit with the pepper. It's either that or the alcohol content. Either way, it's popping on the tongue. Yeah, so I'm gonna call that. That's a pineapple. There's a pineapple tang or citrus in general tang hitting with the pepper on that sip. Very warm, and actually, for 65%, it's smooth going down. It's just harsh on the tongue. That was less smooth going down. My goodness. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of. This is a extremely viscous whiskey. It's kind of chewy. You know, it's really viscous and thick. It's good. There's actually a whole lot more caramel butterscotch rolling around in my mouth now, to go along with like the pineapple tang and the grass. There might even be a little bit of tobacco in there. Overall, like probably the most flavors I picked out with one of these whiskeys. Wow, this is going right down. It's kind of warming me up. So that was days 5 to 8 on the Advent calendar. Be on the lookout for 9, 10, 11, 12. Probably early next week. I'm gonna try and get the Whiskey Wednesday upload. Again, the way that these like every 4 days ones are going, like I have to record more often now and edit more often and quicker. So I'm gonna try and get those out for you. If I'm like a day or so late, I'm sorry. I'm just one guy. But if you like these videos, give it a like. If you're not subscribed yet, appreciate if you do it already. I'm way ahead of where I thought I was going to end the year with, so thank you for everybody who has and maybe will in the future. Hope you guys maybe have your own Advent calendars you can do. Let me know in the comments below if anybody's doing one. I'm curious what everybody's drinking, and cheers. So it's blended with a bunch of wheated bourbons, and I think that's what it is. No. That was a good whiskey. Freaking hell. That is a crazy whiskey.